Hello everyone. Let us continue the chapter Force and Pressure. In the previous video, we have learned about force. Force is a push or a pull when acting on an object can change its shape or size. Force, when acting on a moving object, can change the speed, direction, or it can stop the moving object as well. There are two types of forces. Number one, it is the contact force. Number two, it is the non-contact force. Now, moving on to the next part of the topic, let us consider an example here. I am taking a notice board and I am asking you to apply a force through your hand. Will it produce any effect on the board? No, there is no effect in this case. Now I am giving you few board pins and I am asking you to apply the same force as you have applied in the first case. Will there be any change? Yes, the board pins will be piercing the notice board and the effect will be changed in this case. So the effect of force depends on the area of the object on which it acts. In the first case, the area of contact between your hand and the board, it is more. And the force applied will be acting over the larger area. In the second case, the area of contact between the board pin and the board, it is very less and the force exerted will be acting over the smaller area. So there is a relationship between force and area, and this relationship is given by pressure. So what is pressure? The force acting on a unit area of the object is called as pressure. Pressure is equal to force by area, and the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square or Pascal, denoted by capital P. Pressure depends upon two factors. Number one, the force applied. Number two, area over which it acts upon. Same force can produce different pressures depending upon the area. We have already observed this. So when a force F acts through your hand, it will be exerted over larger area and it produces a smaller pressure. When you are applying the same force F through both pins, it will be acting on smaller area and it produces a larger pressure. So there is a relationship between force, area and pressure. We can understand this relationship by means of few examples that we are observing in our day-to-day life. Why school bags have broad straps? Have you ever observed that your school bags are having broader straps? What is the reason behind it? The weight of the bag will fall over the larger area on the shoulder, producing less pressure, and it will be easy to carry the load. That is why broader straps are provided for the school bags. Why a sharp knife cuts better than a blunt knife? Let me say that you are applying same force on both the knives. In the case of blunt knife, the area of contact is larger. In the case of sharp knife, the area of contact between the knife and the object is very small. The sharp knife exerts larger pressure due to small area of contact and cuts better than the blunt knife. Because larger the area, the applied force will exert less pressure. That's why the blunt knife will be cutting the object less efficiently when compared to a sharper knife. Why it is easy to walk with the flat shoes than with the pointed heels on sand? The force applied by your legs will be acting over smaller area of the heels and the pressure exerted will be more. So your shoes will be sinking on the sand. In the case of flat shoes, the force applied will be acted over a larger area and the pressure exerted will be very less and it will be convenient for you to walk with a flat shoe than a pointed heels on the sand. Why wider steel belts are provided on the wheels of the army tank? Army tank is a heavy vehicle and you must have observed steel belts will be running over the wheels. But what is the reason behind it? The weight of the army tank will be acted upon the wheels. The area of the wheels are small. So if the applied force is more and if the area of contact is less, it will be exerting more pressure. In order to apply lesser pressure on the ground, wider steel belts with larger area are provided on the wheels of the army tank so that the army tank can move easily over the ground. By means of few examples, we have understood that pressure depends upon two factors, that is, force applied and area over which it acts upon. So force acting on small area produces a large pressure, and force acting on larger area can produce small pressure.